Here's an important test you should do whenever you roast a new type of coffee is see how much percentage-wise the weight has changed. We're using a different size container since obviously the volume of the beans has grown. So here we see what was once 3.3 pounds is now 2.83 pounds. So I don't have the calculator in front of me, but that's at least a 10% drop. Not bad. You hear a lot about letting the coffee rest for 24 hours, some as high as up to 3 days, but there's nothing wrong with sampling it right after it's been roasted. It'll give you an idea of how your roast is going to taste. Of course, in a day from now, it'll even be better. Whenever doing pour over, it's one of my favorite ways other than French press, wet the filter, the paper filter, prior to brewing. We're doing about 14 grams of coffee per 8-ounce cup. And since this was ground really fine with my hand grinder, you might even get away with adding a little bit more water. Right at 14, let's give it a shot. However you heat your water is your choice, but make sure you use the freshest water you can get, as water will affect the taste. Okay, our water has come to a boil, and we're going to measure out. Well, first, before I measure out, I'm going to pour a little bit into the insulated cup to warm it up, which I'll dump out in a moment so that it will be nice and warm. So we're going to pour in 8 ounces of water. Now normally I would pour this straight into my little kettle, but since we're doing the exact science now, I'm going to pour it first there and then into the kettle. It's important that the temperature be between 195 and 205 degrees, as that will greatly affect the taste of your coffee. That's Fahrenheit. One of the first things I do is just pour from the center out, just enough coffee that it covers all the grinds, which is going to give you what we call where the coffee blooms, it begins to. Band. Let that sit for about 30 seconds. And then you can start slowly pouring it, not filling the container up, but just slowly pouring it around the grounds. Being patient until you get through your entire cup or whatever amount you've measured out for. You can see the crema building up in there. I'm kind of excited to see what this first cup is going to taste like. Okay, we're going to try our first cup of Nicaragua Los Congos, and I apologize to all you Spanish folks who know how to pronounce it, because I'm sure I axed that. Nice looking cup of coffee. Let's give it a taste. Definitely very good. It does have notes of chocolate flavored. A very mild cup of coffee. Would go good with cream or by itself.